Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy Daily Reaction. Let's get into this video. This right here is from NYC Uncovered. Shout out to NYC Uncovered. This title is New Armed Migrants Gang Invades New York City. Man, they already got regular crazy gangs that's going on up there, and now you have the Venezuelans of it taking over with their gangs and stuff. But let's get to the video.
Many of them caught stealing in order to pay for fake IDs to gain employment.
Migrants looking for fast cash to get a job can wind up as pawns in a criminal operation.
A Venezuelan gang called Tren de Aragua has made its way to the borderland.
This rapidly expanding gang has spread throughout South America and now into our communities.
Transnational criminal organization known as the Tren de Aragua is a Venezuelan gang that has now infiltrated its way into the United States through various sectors of the U.S.-Mexico border.
A new migrant gang has successfully infiltrated the United States. Their operations have remained shrouded in secrecy, and the presence of this gang has sparked fear. As details emerge, the true extent of their reach and influence is becoming clearer, painting a grim picture of the challenges ahead. The authorities are on high alert, implementing measures to track down and apprehend members of this dangerous gang.
Presence of Tren de Aragua in New York City. We're seeing all these brazen cell phone robberies where two guys on a moped will go onto a sidewalk in Manhattan and they will steal a cell phone out of the hands.
Two of the suspects in this case are members of a brutal Venezuelan gang. That gang is called Tren de Aragua.
According to reports, approximately 1,000 gang members successfully escaped following a prison break at Takaran Prison in September 2023. Among the escapees are believed to be members of the Tren de Aragua gang.
I'm not understanding how these people is able to get in here without no form of paper. You don't know who they are. They coming from all different kind of places, but I know it's a lot of Venezuelan gang have been sneaking in. Right now, the Venezuelans are pretty much almost everywhere on the East Coast. They here in Florida, they up there in New York City, Chicago, and I'm talking about they really out here doing some crazy stuff. I think this story right here happens in Virginia or something like that, or North Carolina, where this idiot right here, I made a video of him, then killed a nurse, a student nurse, up there, and him and his brother, they have fake passports. I don't know, man. I didn't even think you could make a fake passport like that. They made it seem so easy. But this is Biden America. This is what we're getting, with all these gang members just coming in. Let's continue.
Including their leader, Hector Rustenfort Guerrero Flores, and 80 other high-ranking gang members. Interpol has issued a warning that Guerrero Flores may be hiding in the United States. The criminal syndicate is engaged in various illicit activities, such as thefts, narcotics trade, illicit money transactions, and human smuggling across South America. Law enforcement agencies caution that the organization is seeking to broaden its global influence. Presently, they possess an extensive operational network spanning multiple countries in South America, including Brazil, Colombia, Peru, and Chile. It is interesting to know that when 11,000 soldiers raided Venezuela's Takaran prison in September, they were met with something far from a typical correctional facility. Instead, they stumbled upon what resembled a corporate headquarters and a theme park for the notorious Tren de Aragua gang. The criminals had constructed a pool for swimming, an area for children's play, a court for food, a field for baseball, a bar, a disco, a shop for betting, and even a zoo, while accommodating hundreds of their wives, children, and girlfriends. This establishment served as their headquarters for engaging in criminal activities. In exchange for order, officials allow them to do whatever they want. The authorities express concern over the possibility of these gangs collaborating with other criminal organizations in New York, causing widespread chaos, exposing America to various criminal activities, or instigating violent territorial conflicts between gangs. The Tren de Aragua gang, also recognized as TDA, has infiltrated various states including New York City, Texas, Florida, Illinois, and Georgia. Many TDA members like to wear Chicago Bulls basketball clothes, even though they don't have anything to do with Chicago or the Bulls. Not only does this gang rob, they have been trained to be hitmen.
Gang members. Law enforcement says they are infiltrating cities in the United States and maybe forming alliances with gangs that are already established here.
A 23-year-old Yerwin Salazar, a migrant from Venezuela who lives in South Florida, has been charged with taking the life of Jose Luis Sanchez Valera, who is a retired police officer.
Alleged member and a Venezuelan migrant is now being charged with murder of a retired Venezuelan police officer in South Florida.
As stated in a Miami-Dade police report, Sanchez departed from his residence at approximately 10 p.m. on November 27th. He proceeded to the La Quinta Inn Hotel and Suites located at 3501 NWW 42 Ave to rendezvous with a woman in room 310. After spending 4 hours in the room, he exited and descended to the lobby via the elevator, where he was accompanied by 2 women. While the women proceeded to the lobby, Sanchez exited the hotel through a side exit that led to the parking lot. Upon entering his car, 3 unidentified individuals wearing dark clothing emerged from a silver sedan parked close to the Sanchez's vehicle. They proceeded to physically remove Sanchez from the driver's seat and forcefully placed him in the back seat. Shortly after, surveillance cameras captured Sanchez's 2018 Toyota 4Runner, leaving the parking lot with the 3 unknown individuals and Sanchez in the back seat. The Toyota later returned to the parking lot, and one of the attackers exited the vehicle and entered the silver sedan that the kidnappers had left near the victim's car. At approximately 3:40 a.m. on November 28th, the police received a report regarding an armed home invasion at a Doral apartment, which was later identified as Sanchez's residence. 2 male individuals, armed with a firearm, forcibly entered the apartment and demanded jewelry from the roommate of the victim. After successfully obtaining a safe from the victim's bedroom closet, the subjects fled the scene in a silver sedan that matched the description of a silver sedan seen at La Quinta Inn Hotel. When leaving, one of the subjects informed Sanchez's roommate that they were affiliated with Tren de Aragua. Sanchez was discovered hours later in his vehicle, his body, hands, and feet tied with tape. The autopsy revealed that the cause of death was mechanical asphyxia, leading to the ruling of homicide. Evidence found in the vehicle indicated that Salazar was involved in the abduction of Sanchez. Salazar was apprehended in Broward County and brought to Miami-Dade court to answer to charges including armed home invasion, carjacking, and kidnapping. He is presently detained without bond. It doesn't end there.
New details tonight about the 2 Ibarra brothers. We're learning one of them may be connected to a ruthless gang.
Not known that Jose Ibarra was a member of the violent Venezuelan criminal gang Tren de Aragua when he entered the country illegally initially.
Diego Ibarra, brother of the illegal immigrant accused of brutally taking the life of Locke and Riley, is connected to the dangerous Tren de Aragua Venezuela gang. Diego Ibarra, aged 29, had previously been arrested and accused of having a counterfeit green card when he presented it to the authorities during their search for his brother. During the investigation, Homeland Security discovered images of Diego displaying the gang's hand gestures on the internet, as well as distinctive tattoos such as stars, clocks, trains, weapons, and crowns. To make things worse, additional photographs of him posing with firearms were discovered on the internet, even though individuals residing in the United States without legal documentation are prohibited from possessing firearms. He was granted release from immigration detention while awaiting the resolution of his asylum claim on April 30th, 2024. 1 month later, he reportedly removed his ankle monitor, which had been placed on him by Immigration and Customs Enforcement. The monitor was later discovered in Colorado.
Okay, how does he have an ankle monitor? How did they give him? Why does he have one? Like, why is he in the country? Period. Come on, man. Why is he in the country? Period. With an ankle monitor on here. What you guys think they can't cut this thing off? They here illegally. What you talking about? Man, this is sad, man. These mofos are wild as hell. Let's continue.
But by then, Diego had already reached Athens, Georgia. During his time in Georgia, Diego encountered law enforcement on several occasions, facing numerous DUI charges, allegations of stealing his girlfriend's phone, and reportedly engaging in shoplifting at 2 separate Walmart locations. He was arrested again after he matched the description of his brother, who took the life.
Bruh. This piece of trash, man. This is the devil right here. This is a demon. How you guys let them come in this country without checking these people? They're not checking them. You don't know if they're sick, have any kind of disease. You don't know what they have done. How are we letting these people in the country, man? This is horrible, man. They're just killing innocent people. Man, they all need to go back, man. I'm about to say F the migrants, seriously, man. They all need to go back. They have to go back, man, because they're not really sending their best people. They're sending all criminals here. And look what they're doing. Continue.
Of a nursing student on the UGA campus. On February 22nd, Locken Riley, a 22-year-old Augusta University student, was tragically beaten to death by his younger brother, Jose Antonio Ibarra, age 26. He is accused of brutally attacking her with an unidentified object. Riley's remains were discovered later that day within the University of Georgia campus, located in a wooded section near Lake Herrick, where many runners and walkers frequent the trails. Riley's demise was a result of severe injuries caused by a brutal physical assault, leading to blunt force trauma and a severely disfigured skull. To conceal his evil deed, Jose attempted to hide the incident by moving her lifeless body to an isolated location. Nothing. In September 2022, Jose Ibarra entered the USA illegally through El Paso, Texas, but was subsequently released from a detention facility due to overcrowding. He is facing multiple charges for the demise of Laken Riley, and he was granted no bail.
Investigators say Parra would send out messages via WhatsApp, telling the group what to steal.
The activities of the illicit empire know no bounds. They are now involved in so many cases of phone robbery across New York City. Another Tren de Aragua gang member, Victor Parra, a 30-year-old from Venezuela, is on the run. He has been identified as the mastermind behind a gang of criminals who use mopeds as their means to steal mobile phones and wallets in New York City. Parra utilizes WhatsApp to send messages to enlist his partners in crime. In this message, he clearly states the specific phone models he needs. His main focus for recruitment is newly arrived immigrants. These criminals focus on women who are walking alone, coming up from behind to swiftly snatch their phones or handbags before making a quick escape. The stolen phones are brought to Parra's residence, where a skilled technician hacks into them to gain access to the victim's financial and banking applications. Subsequently, these applications are utilized to carry out fraudulent transactions in the United States and Central America. The stolen phones are taken to Colombia to be wiped off any data. Upon searching Parra's residence, law enforcement uncovered 22 stolen phones and identification documents that belonged to the victims. Investigators have apprehended a total of 5 individuals. It is uncertain to determine safety as the gangs expand their networks recruiting teenagers and giving rise to teen crimes.
For the shooting in Times Square, he is now being charged as an